welcome to my channel. My name's Katrina and this is Create Something Pretty. Today's video is going to be everything I purchased during the Black Friday sales. I'm going to open up my Dahlia Sewciety Advent calendar, and I also have a couple of gardening things that I'm going to put in at the end and what I've been wearing. So it is like a jam-packed video. I'm calling it So Festive. So it is a festive, Christmassy time of year, wearing my red Roscoe blouse just so I can look a bit more festive. The earrings on for Christmas. So yes, we're really getting in the spirit at the moment. So hopefully you enjoy what I have today. Please stick around if you would like to see that. Thank you so much for watching today. It is that time of year. It is Christmas. It's coming up very, very soon, and I have been hitting the shops and hitting the websites, and I have been spending way too much money. So if you'd like to see what I've purchased, I'm going to get into it straight away. This video is going to be really long. So I did purchase a few patterns, and I actually haven't printed a lot of these off due to it being Christmas and not a lot of time. So hopefully I'll get these done once everything quietens down a bit. So I have got my computer out and I have got them all up here so I can see what they are, and I'll put pictures in for these as well. So first of all, I'm going to go through the patterns that I purchased. I do have some fabric here and little bits and pieces that I need to tell you about. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the patterns, and the first one that I have on my screen is the Nell by Telly and the Buttons. Telly and the Buttons had a sale, and for me in Australia, it's always a big deal when they have a sale because I love their patterns, and our dollar doesn't always gel very well, so they're a little bit more expensive for us. So I had to pick that one up. I just feel like this time of year is a time to grab those patterns that are a little bit out of reach sometimes, and so I picked up her pattern. I do have another pattern that's very similar, and I did compare them to see if they were, how similar they actually were, and I decided that I really liked the sleeve on the Nell dress. I did think I could do it myself, but I like the fact they've done it for me. So I also like the way the dress with the buttons on the front sits. It just has this loose, really nice summery vibe. I really like that dress. So what I'm planning to do is to make that dress version with the puffy sleeve as well. I don't know if I want to do the little bows. I might do a shirt version eventually and do the bows as well. I do like that. I know I've seen a lot of dresses that look like that around lately, so I'm actually really quite keen to have a go at that one and get going with it. But oh, so many patterns, so little time. So I'm very, very excited about having that one. Telly and the Buttons patterns, they're just, I don't know, they're a bit special. There's something about them, so I'm really excited to have a go at that one. I also picked up the Cassidy by Helen's Closet. I've had my eye on this one for a while. I kind of thought I could do it myself and I could use another pattern, but I don't know, I just really like the lines on this one, so I did buy it. I just like that it's got a really nice simple wrap, and it's for a woven fabric, which is kind of what I want this time of year. This morning, actually just before I started filming this video, I was on Instagram and I did notice that Helen, I think that's her name, from Helen's Closet, she has made a dress. There's a dress hack. Didn't actually go in to see how to find it, but I'll see if I can find it and I'll link it below in the description box if you're interested in seeing that. So I'm really glad that I bought that one because that dress was so pretty. So you go check that out on Instagram if you're interested in that one. So yeah, I'm very excited to have the Cassidy because I do love a wrap dress, a wrap top. Basically anything wrap looks really, I think it looks good on me. So yes, I picked up the Cassidy as well. And the other one that I was really excited to get hold of, because I never see them go on sale, is the Nina Lee Holland Park dress. Now I did do a compare the pattern with this one, and I do still want to do some compare the pattern videos. It just, life hasn't let me do it. So hopefully next year I'll get some more of those done. But the Holland Park dress, I really like the fact that that was just one straight dress. There was no tears in the skirt portion of that dress, and I like the way it had the two variations on the sort of sleeveless version, and I thought that could really work for my shape. And the more we head into summer, I thought I was always into the short sleeve. I think I like the sleeveless one with the wider strap. So I'm really keen to give that a go. It looks, to me, it appears to be not difficult. So hopefully it's a quick make, but let me know if you made it. I'd really like to know if you've made the Holland Park dress by Nina Lee. I would love to know, how did you go with that? Was that a quick to make sort of dress? So to me it looks like it would be. Yeah, I'm really excited to have that one as well. So they were the three that I was really mostly interested in. Now Seamwork also had a sale. They had 50% off their patterns, and I've never seen them do that. It's always been like 50% off a membership or something along those lines. And I don't think I've ever made a Seamwork pattern, but I really like their style. They have a lot of clothes that they're the style that it feels very everyday and very wearable. So I did pick up two like knit sort of t-shirts, everyday sort of shirt patterns, and I did pick up two dress patterns that I really like and I've had my eye on for quite a while. So I picked up Seamwork Meg, and it's just a really pretty dress, really pretty. It has like pull-in like a elastic, I assume it is. I haven't printed these off, so I haven't actually had a good chance to have a look at these. It has this like a gathered sort of waist with sort of like the ones you see where they have several rows of gathering at the waist these days. They're quite popular. And it has it around the neck as well. And it has a little flutter sleeve, and it's quite simple, but then it covers up where you want to be covered up. That's what I really liked about it. I just really think it was just a cute little dress. So I picked that one up. The Seamwork Porter as well. Seamwork Porter, I have seen it come up on my Instagram feed several times, and every time I've seen it, I just like it. I did have a look to see if I had something similar, and I do, but the part that is different between my patterns is that the collar, and that's not something that I want to try and attempt myself at the moment. I'm not that confident just yet to try and add a collar or take away a collar. I'm not at that stage yet, so I really like that dress. So I thought that'd be a really good one to have in my wardrobe at this time of year when it's getting so hot. This week has been lovely. It's all been in the 20s. Last week was in the 30s. So it's a really big difference in temperature in the last 2 weeks. So yes, I picked up those two dress patterns from Seamwork. I picked up the Farah, which is a knit wrap, which I've had my eye on for ages. And this is another wrap style pattern to one that I have got. This is just a bit more, I feel like it's not like the other one had a wrap that was quite heavy looking, whereas this one just looks more elegant. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but I just really liked it. I think it's what I wanted originally when I bought I bought the Itch to Stitch wrap dress. I'll put the picture up because I'm not quite sure what the name is. So yeah, I'm really happy to have the Seamwork one because I think that's the one I really did want. And I also picked up, I think it's Seamwork Ellie. I'm not sure if it's Seamwork Ellie. I'll put a picture up. It's just a knit top, and it has a little buttons in the front section in the middle. I have done that for a kid's shirts in the past, but I've never done it for an adult. So I really like the style of this one. Yeah, so I picked up all of those. So that's all the patterns that I picked up. I did go to Spotlight and I bought some fabric while they had 40% off, because usually when Spotlight has a sale, it'll have it mostly on the pattern fabric, but not so much the plain items. So if I want something plain, that's when I'll go in when they've got store wide sale 40% off. So I did pick up, I'm going to start on the bottom of my pile here. So I had quite a bit of intention of making a shirt. So I had been into the shops not long ago, and I have been wondering, I think I've said it several times in my videos, I don't know what to wear over a dress, like something to cover up, put over that was casual and just looked every day. That's kind of what I was after. Not a great explanation. So I decided what I wanted to make was like a short sleeve shirt that I could wear undone over the top of a shirt. So I saw several pictures on Instagram of what people were wearing, and that's what I've decided to go with. And the shirts I kept seeing were made out of a gauze. So I picked up this black gauze from Spotlight, and there's thread on there. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? So I picked up this black gauze from Spotlight. I picked up, I think there's a couple of meters there. So there should be plenty to make a shirt out of, a short sleeve shirt. I'm actually really hoping that when I finish with this pattern I'm working on at the moment, I can then go on and make a short sleeve version. So I'm making the Photo Pattern Company Butano shirt. I'm hoping to make a short sleeve version as well out of this black gauze. So that is what I'm planning to do with that one. I also picked up some denim. Now I actually wanted a lot more of this than what I got. I didn't like a lot of the, it's kind of, I was after just kind of a mid, like a nice colour, something I didn't have. And a lot of the fabrics I had there were very similar to what I already had. And this tone was the only one that I could find that was really what I was after. But there wasn't much left on the roll, so I was kind of hoping they might have some more if I went up and asked, which they didn't. And this piece is only, it's about 170 wide by 1 meter. This is all they had left. And she ended up giving it to me at a remnant price of $4. So who am I to say no to that? So of course I took it. And I was thinking I can make the new skirt by Pattern Emporium possibly. I did have the name, my screen's just gone to sleep. It was a Pattern Emporium Easy Does It skirt. So I was thinking I can make something like that out of it, because it only requires 1.5 meters, and this is quite wide. So I think I could probably squeeze that out of this piece of fabric. So that is what I'm going to do with that one, hopefully. I was thinking a skirt, and maybe if that doesn't work, maybe a pair of shorts. So yeah, so that's something about doing with this piece. And then the last piece was 100% a spur of the moment purchase. This had no plan. I can't seem to walk away from the rayons. I just love that section. They're just so nice and drapey and beautiful. And this is gorgeous. I just love it. I'm going to unfold it so you can see it. I actually ironed it as well, so hopefully I did a good job. I think I might be due for a new iron. I don't think it's doing as good a job as what it used to do. So this is so pretty. So pretty. I really hope the camera is doing that justice, because it is gorgeous. Those orangey sort of yellows in it, they just pop. And the teal sort of color as well. This is so gorgeous. So I was thinking, when I was purchasing it at the time, I was thinking like a summer dress is what I like to make. I'm not 100% sure, but at the time I was thinking about getting making the Barden dress. Like I would love another Barden dress, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I want to do with it. I think I only got, it's either 2 or 2.5 meters I purchased of this. It is so pretty. I really have to stop this spur of the moment fabrics like this, because I have so many of them, so many pretty fabrics, but they're no good sitting in the wardrobe. So I really need to get them made up. So I absolutely love this one. I think it is stunning. So that is everything I purchased. So yeah, I'm quite excited about those ones. Now I have made a few purchases just this morning. I did go down the street to try and get something for my daughter. I also dropped some things off at the charity shop as well. And while I was on the street, I dropped into Officeworks, and I really needed a clock in here. I've been working at night time, and because our days are getting longer, I don't realize how late it is. I've been getting to bed really late lately, so I picked myself up a clock, and I wanted something that would go with what I'm working towards for this room, like the colors that I'm working towards for the room. So I picked up this little soft pink colored bench clock. It probably would have been better if it was a wall clock, but this is the only thing I could find that sort of matched the aesthetic that I'm going for. So sort of whites, natural colors, a bit of pink, little pops of pink here and there. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So natural colors as well. So that is what I picked up as well for my sewing room. So glad that hopefully I won't be going to bed quite so late when I look so tired on screen. I've been waking up at 5 a.m. nearly every morning with the sun coming up, so I really need to get to bed a little bit earlier. And I also popped into a shop where I wanted to get a present for my daughter, and I noticed they had these absolutely gorgeous Santas in there, and these were really inexpensive. I have been looking at these for years, like literally years, and I've always wanted one. I like this sort of not so traditional Santas. I like one that looks natural. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not really sure what my aesthetic is, but the shop I went into is like an emporium, and people who are makers can have their items in there. And yeah, I'm not sure what the stand was that he was from, but he's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Like he's got this little tartan colour on his vest, and then little pine cones and the little jute bag at the back. I think that's jute, not sure that maybe that's what that is. And I just really like the little bit of detail on the pockets here. I just think that was really pretty, and just the fact that it has this fur that's sort of a natural sort of coloured fur, and he just has a nice little beard. He's just so cute. I just love him. So I'm really excited to have that because I've wanted one for so long. He really wasn't that expensive. I've only ever seen them in the shops, and they've been hundreds. So, and he was nowhere near that. So I could not leave that there. So I picked him up. I did buy something for my daughter as well. So I'm a bit excited to get another present out of the way. So that's exciting. So let's open up the Dahlia Sewciety Advent calendar. Hi, this is editing Katrina here. I was actually just about to upload my video and I have just lost day 4. I am so sorry. I was trying to make some extra space on my phone so I could upload it, and it just was not having it. So day 4 was the Dahlia Sewciety Scent Cake Christmas, and I'm very sorry that I lost that footage. I was a little bit devastated and also ready to upload my video, so sorry about that one, but that's what day 4 was. Now back on with the rest of the Advent calendar openings. So it is day 5 that I have to open. I'm doing mine every second day, so every even day. So I'm going to open this one up. I haven't opened up my partner's one he's made for me yet. The kids are loving theirs. They've become a very popular thing in our house. This is cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is even more cute. I love Lise Taylor. I'll just pop that down. Look at this. They're so cute. That is so the right colour for my room. I love purple. That is gorgeous. Lise Taylor scissors. Usually if I bought fabric from the Dahlia Sewciety, it's Lise Taylor, because I just love her fabric. It is just beautiful. I just need more money. I would buy a lot more, but yeah, these are beautiful. Thank you so much, Kristen and Phoebe and everyone at the Dahlia Sewciety. I love this. This is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm very excited to have that and add it to my room. It is a perfect colour for my room. So this is day 6 of the Dahlia Sewciety Advent calendar. I'm going to open that today, but I'll just quickly tell you about what I've been up to. Last night we went to my daughter's information night because she's starting high school next year. So we went in and found out a little bit more about what was happening at that school, and it's quite big compared to what my daughter's going to now. It's very exciting. I really enjoyed it. It was a great night. There's quite a few people there that I knew that I didn't expect to see there. So that was really exciting. So I think high school will be great for her next year. So I also, this morning, I had to go and return something to the shops because I picked out the wrong one, something we already had. So I had to go swap that over. And then because I was in a shopping centre, as you do, I did pick up a few extra things while I was there. We haven't probably set up the front of our house just yet, so we've just been way too busy, and I just wanted to get some few bits and pieces. So I picked up some, this was really cheap tinsel that was at Coles. This was like 69 cents. It was really cheap. So I picked up 3 of those. There's only 3 meters on each of these, so I did notice that as well, but it still worked out cheaper than anything else. This is going to go on the poles that hold up we've got like a veranda sort of porch thing at the front of our house. So this is going to go on that along with some light. This is actually a bell. So I picked that up. That was at Target, and this one as well. They still had a few of these left. So I picked up 2 of these and 2 of these, put out the front of the house. I was actually on the hunt for the red tinsel, but before I actually found that red tinsel, because Target was completely sold out, I found this one as well. So I'll use that for something else out the front of the house most likely. And that's just got little candy canes all throughout it. I don't traditionally like tinsel, but I don't know, I've just let myself go a bit more this year and I've just embraced it. So we're going with a bit of a red sort of theme at the front, and inside's more like a red and bluey sort of theme, just what the kids wanted. So yes, that's what we've done. And I also picked this up when I did some grocery shopping. I hadn't picked up any of these, so I was really thinking about making some myself, some more of the more environmentally friendly ones, but just so time poor. So I just picked these up, and they do sort of go with, I bought a new table runner, they sort of go with that sort of theme. So that is what we were going to use this year. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. So I'm quickly going to open this one up. This is day 6 of the Dahlia Sewciety Advent Calendar, and I'm going to open that up with you now. All right, it feels quite heavy. I don't know what this is. What is this? It's a little mesh bag. I don't know what this is. Oh, this must be like a wash bag. I assume it's a wash bag. I can actually do with one of those. I'm gonna say. Oh, I can smell it. It is a stain remover laundry soap. So Flora's soaps and oils. So this must be like a laundry soap for washing a fabric. So I'll let you have a look at that so you can see it. I've not seen this before. This is quite new to me. So this is Flora's soaps and oils. That was my dog just groaning just then. I hope it was. That was my chair. And this is, it doesn't say anything about where it's made, does it? No, it doesn't. So I don't really know. I don't know this one. So it's got, I don't even know how to say that word. Coconut oil, rice bran, tallow, lemon myrtle. So it's handmade and hand poured. So that's nice. Sounds like it will be an Australian made, handmade soap for washing clothes. So that's day 6 of the Dahlia Sewciety Advent Calendar. And the wash bag, of course. So that's really good. This is something else that I could actually really do with one of these. I was actually thinking about getting some. So that worked out really well. So that is what I got in today's Advent Calendar. Thank you so much for watching today. This is going to be the last opening for this video, and next week I'll do another 3 days of opening, 3 or 4 maybe, I'm not sure, see how it goes. So we've got a really busy week for the rest of this week, so I thought I'd do this today rather than tomorrow. We have got my daughter's got a graduation dinner tomorrow for all the grade 6s, and on the weekend we have a wedding to go to. So don't forget to hold on and keep watching if you want to see my garden tour. I have done a lot of work on my garden this weekend just been. And yeah, tidied it all up. There's still a little bit of work to do out there, but it's as much as I can do at this stage. And also I have how to do a rose cutting, or how to strike a rose cutting my way. There are lots of ways, so I talk about that in the video. And I think I've also included some of the outfits that I have worn this week. There were just a few of them. I only did it on the weekend because it's been really cool, and I haven't really been wearing a whole lot of handmaids this week. I am actually wearing my All in Easy Fit shirt today, and this is my Ogden cami as well, just with that little grey sort of background and the flowers. So yeah, that is the whole lot for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching that today. I would really appreciate if you give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy this, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I know there are so many other vlogs out there at the moment, so it's going to be fun catching up on all of those. So thank you so much for watching. If you have chosen to watch me today, I really appreciate it because there are so many options at the moment. And I will be back again next week. I'm just going to continue with my weekly videos because I just can't do Vlogmas. That's like a lot of work. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you here again next week with a video, and I'll be doing So Festive once again week 3. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. I'm out in the garden today. I thought I'd give you a look at what I did this weekend. I had a really good weekend this weekend just been, and I did a lot of work in the garden and tidied some things up, and I pulled out all of those volunteer foxgloves because they just were looking really diseased. And I also pulled out 2 plants. A little bit sad about one of them, and the other one, it was due. It was just looking ratty, so I pulled it out, and it made a huge difference. So come have a look at my garden and see how it's all changed. I think I might need to get some new plants for a couple of areas, so let's go have a look. Okay, so this is just outside my deck, and there's a bit of work there. I just realised there's a bit of wire there that I was using to keep off the dog off the garden bed while he was a puppy, so he's not so bad now most of the time. So I pulled that out. I didn't realise I left it there, so I have to pick that up. There used to be a big daisy bush here, and I ripped that out this weekend. I actually didn't quite mean to do it. I thought about it, but the more I worked on it, I ended up knocking it and I broke the roots, so that's come out. So the lawn needs a bit of a mow again. It just grows so quickly at the moment. And I've done a lot of work in here. My lavender has come out of here. Unfortunately, it was looking really, really terrible. And I have cleaned up all the footpath area. I put some cuttings in this pot because it's starting to look really ratty. Ooh, there's a bee almost landed on the camera. And I just cleaned all this area up and trimmed back all my roses. Yeah, just really clean this area up. I pulled out all the volunteer foxgloves out of this garden bed. So there's a big patch there that I can now plant something new in, and I might just do a bit of work on the soil before I do that. I pruned back all of my roses. What else did I do? This area, I'm really debating whether this lavender is going to survive much longer because it's not looking great. So I might have to pull out some lavenders and find something new to go there. There's still some work along here. I need to fix up all these garden edges, and I cut back the trees around here quite a bit. I have some roses. This is a children's rose. It's on its way out. It's just about finished. There'll be more coming soon, and I fixed all this up. You couldn't even see under there. It's very, very dark, so I've cut back the weeping cherry. And both of my hydrangeas, this is one here. These are very different varieties. I can see that one is called Sunday Frage, so that's the first time I've grown that one. They're pink, and I think that one's like a panicle, so it's a cone-shaped hydrangea. And this one, I can't remember what that one is. I think it might be something like vanilla or something Sunday, strawberry Sunday, something along those lines. So yeah, I cleaned all of that up. And now this area over here is the next focus. So I have pulled out 2 daisies out of that big gap there, and I've just been cleaning it up a bit because I want to put this plant in there. It was just a bit hot this weekend, so I didn't put it in. I needed to soak it, so I haven't done that yet. So I'm hoping that gap there will get filled in by the other viburnum, the one with the pointy leaves, and then this one will match. It'll be the same plant on either side. So there's my hydrangeas, still going strong. They look really pretty. This one changes colour from pinks and goes right through to purple. And there's even one there that's a little bit blue in the back there. There we go, just in the back. So yeah, that is my garden at the moment. I did a fair bit of work on it this weekend, and oh, so lovely. It's a great weekend. Got my shirt cut out this weekend. And yeah, my begonias are doing amazingly well this time of year. I really didn't expect them to do that good. So yeah, that's what I did this weekend. Going to do a cutting, and I have found this piece of rose cutting that I decided was good enough to do a cutting with. I prefer to do it on, I guess this is called semi-hardwood. I don't like the fresh, so this is the rose I've got here. That really green little stake sticking up there. I don't like doing cuttings or that sort of wood. I like more this kind of wood here, and that there is a node. So what you want to do your cuttings from needs to have a node in it, or at least 2, I think is better. So there's one there and there's one there. So when you do your cutting, you need the nodes to be, where is it again? You need them to be under the ground, so that's where the roots are going to come from. So this is a bit of a nasty looking piece of rose. I've got to say, there's a lot of thorns on this, but I really didn't have anything else that was suitable at this time of year. It's not a good time. We're sort of just entered summer, and I think this is more suitable to do in autumn in Victoria, and I guess it probably depends on where you live as to whether that suits your climate as well. Yeah, this is not the best piece to be doing this with. There does have a little point sticking off there. I'll probably knock that off, and I'm just gonna have to grab my secateurs and see how we go. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is knock off that top piece there. I've just had a look at it to see what parts are most suitable. It is kind of a hard cutting to make this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just really hoping this is focusing. It's kind of tricky to do this with one hand. So I'm going to cut this off at the top. Probably don't really need to do it. My secatees are really old. I've had them for ages. I'm going to top that one off at the top as well, because you don't want it to lose moisture, and having leaves on it is not helpful. My partner, everyone's home today, so if you can hear some noise, that's what that is. It's on the weekend. I'm happen to be in the garden. I've done a lot of work in the garden this weekend. I'm going to cut that end piece off as well. I'm going to cut this off here. It's kind of tricky with one hand. Please cut smooth. I have been stabbed so many today with the rose cuttings. Now which is which? What have I got here? That looks like it. Okay, so all I do, I don't use rooting hormone or anything like that. I would normally take a couple of cuttings at the same time and just hope they grow. I don't really put any science into it. You can use a rooting powder, which I get at Bunnings, that you just dip the end into. It encourages the end to grow roots, but I don't worry about that. I just stick it straight in. I think it'll depend on your climate. Now this has quite a few nodes. I can see it's got one here. It's got one here as well. I think that's where a leaf might have been coming out. And it actually has the one at the top here. I can't see any others. The more you have underground, the more chance that you have of it taking root. So that is what I do. I'm just going to put my glove on because this is a really nasty looking cutting. And I'm very sorry, my photography for this is not great. And you can see my phone cover. And this is probably not the best location either, because it's the only place that the camera was really going to show this up. So I literally, except that this is a really nasty cutting, I will just push that straight into the ground. You really don't want this in the sunniest spot. Why it's so little, but oh, that'll do, that'll work. You could go down, you could actually have this under the ground as well, but that's got two of them under the ground, so that's sufficient. And that is how I do a rose cutting. Keep it moist, just like not wet, but you want the ground around it moist so that it can take, because this thing is now in shock now. You've just cut its roots off and cut off its supply, like it's not got roots or anything on it, so it's still got to grow those. So yeah, that is how I do a rose cutting. And yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. It depends on your climate, on your soil, what type of plants you're planting. There's a lot that goes into it, so there's heaps of ways of doing this, but this is how I do it. So I hope that really helps you out.
Gonna just prove this story.